Magandang hapon, magandang umaga, magandang gabi mga kabiyaya. We are here with the beautiful Miss Carla.
Ako naalala ko, Rina, we were both collecting arts.
Kasi they have only a short life eh. Correct.
Okay, wag na. Baka magaya yung concept.
Oo, sa atin muna. Magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang gabi mga kabiyaya. Oh, that's nice. No? Thank you, Miss Rina. Hello, everybody.
Because we have some viewers in Saudi and in
abroad. And really, it depends what time they want to watch the podcast.
Correct. Your presence here is a biyaya.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
First time niyang mag-podcast.
Yes, first podcast. So it's really an honor for me. Kasi, I mean, podcasts are everywhere already. I listen to some podcasts. So
Okay.
first time. And it's such an honor again to be here today for my very first podcast. And it's for Biyaya. So
Yeah.
thank you.
We should thank you first for being part of our rabies campaign.
Yes.
It showed in some theaters,
Yes.
cinemas, and it I think it helps a lot.
Of course it does. A lot of people know about rabies, of course, and anti-rabies efforts, but it's good to remind them, especially
Yeah.
with the growing numbers,
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
efforts in place, what
You'll
needs
be
to be done
surprised.
still.
You'll be surprised because in other places in provinces, parang hindi pa.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we're still trying to get a little bit deeper.
Right. I think it's generally, most especially in provinces, it's really more the concern of getting bit, yung having rabies, than, the animal spreading rabies, anti-rabies efforts, vaccination. So they still fear, of course,
Yeah.
strays in general for having rabies.
Rabies, yeah.
Provinces.
I always kind of start the podcast with some sort of history. So, what is your earliest recollection with an animal, or for compassion, if you can remember?
Right.
Doesn't have to be animal, can
Right.
be just a
Just
person or
compassion
something.
in
Yeah,
general.
just compassion.
I grew up to a household full of dogs, all sorts of pets actually. So I say it really started at home, and it runs in the family. Love for animals, being compassionate and responsible for animals, for pets. Really is in the family. My grandmother at one point used to breed not Jack Russell Terriers. It was toy fox terriers. I don't even see toy fox terriers anymore. But they kind of look like Jack Russell Terriers, pero more, I'd say, like longer haired, more playful, and they don't have one distinct look. So I grew up being taught how to be responsible for pets. We had, of course, other than dogs, we had cats. I took care of so many other animals like chickens, ducks, snakes, rats,
Where was
lizards.
this?
I grew up just in Quezon City. It was my lola who raised us. So it's in the family. Everybody loved
this
having pets.
The Lola that's also an actress?
Yes, my lola. Unfortunately, she passed away already.
Recently,
Just
yes.
last March of this year. She was 94. So yeah, she was an actress also. And she had more dogs than, human beings at home. At some point, we had over 30 plus. But of course, ano naman yan, it wasn't because they just kept breeding, but really because she just loved to be surrounded by so many dogs. And we would really be taught how to look after them also.
She was a special lady then.
Oh yeah, she was. She loved having people around. She loved to be surrounded by dogs. She loved having guests over. She would throw parties, or even if it's not a party, she would invite her friends over. She'd serve them food. So we grew up seeing all sorts of personalities, not just from show business, around our house.
Would you say there's something about her in you?
Oh yeah, I was raised by her. I come from a broken family, so it was my lola who practically raised us because my mom was a single parent. She'd work day and night at, some points in our lives. So it was our mamang, my lola, who really raised us. I
call
see
her
so many
mamang.
mamang. We call her mamang, yes. So I see so many of her qualities, not just in myself, but sa aming magkakapatid, sa aming mga apo niya. And that's one of the things I'm most proud of, being raised by her.
That's very special.
It is, because konti na lang Miss Rina ngayon ang mga laking lola, laking lolo, and all. So it's very special. I always find it so special when I meet people who were raised by their grandparents.
Me, I'm the same in many ways.
Lola's
I
girl or
always
lola.
tell of this story where my lolo in Cebu
Ooh.
made me pick up all the nails, the nails that are bent, and made me straighten them up.
Oh, using a hammer, of course.
Yeah, of course. I was like
Wow.
8, 9 years old.
For what purpose was that, Miss Rina?
I think
to
to-
repurpose them, to be able to use the nails again, even if kalawang na sila.
Na
no?
hindi kalawang bent.
Okay, just
diba,
bent.
Kasi diba,
Oh.
you make it ganon. Then when you don't hit it
Yes.
right, nagbe-bend sila. They just
correct.
remove it.
So
Bakit nila aayusin?
straighten.
Straighten them. And when I gave him a whole, like, the Selecta
Container?
ice
Yes.
cream that
Tub.
was metal.
Metal pa. Okay.
Then,
okay,
well-
that I didn't na.
Yeah, it was
But
metal
yes.
and it was copper looking, like orange,
So
yellow
fill it
looking.
up with the nails.
So when I
Wow.
gave it, he was so proud because
my
I picked up all the
gosh.
nails and I straightened them out.
Oh, wow.
And
Buti you didn't injure yourself.
I did, of course.
At some
but
point.
yeah, but we were brought up
Oh.
differently in that time.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we
Ay,
were-
paglaking lola or lolo, I feel the same way. Iba yung pagpapalaki.
Yeah.
Comparing to, of course, how parents would raise their children now. Iba pa din yung...
It's the type that if you weren't in the dinner table by 7,
Oh, yes.
you wouldn't eat.
Right. Bawal kumain or,
Yeah, meaning
be
go to-
scared already.
Yeah, go to sleep without food.
Yeah, and hungry.
Hungry,
Go to bed hungry.
and that's
yes,
just-
and you eat what's on the table. You
yes.
can't choose,
Nothing.
you can't give in to cravings. You can't, not eat what's on the table. You have to eat what's available, what's there. So no choice ka. And you have to finish every butil of rice.
Yes. They say, every butil of rice you didn't eat was 1 year in purgatory.
Oh my gosh. If you want to go
They used
biblical
that.
and all.
Yeah.
Nako naman, may mga batang nagugutom. So,
Yeah.
finish
Yeah.
every butil of rice. Don't clean. If you don't clean your plate, maraming nagugutom dyan na gustong kumain din. And all those mga...
Did she encourage you to be an actress?
No, she didn't. In fact, it was the opposite. I'm guessing, obviously, it's because she was in show business. She knew how it was like. My lola and my mom really raised us to focus on our studies instead. Kasi my lola, of course, didn't get to finish school.
Oh, she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't. I believe it was only high school that she was able to reach. So they both focused on us making sure that we finish college. So we were allowed to do some VTRs for TV commercials, even for radio commercials and all that. We would audition, but show business per se was a big no-no unless we finished school. So
What did you finish?
I finished psychology from De La Salle University in Manila. So, growing up din naman, we'd be so curious about it. We'd learn so much. We'd meet so many people from the industry. But it was never really part of the plan. It's not like we were interested or we wanted to explore it. So, we didn't also, we weren't eyeing on show business or anything. Even if we'd finished school already.
So what made you?
Okay, so I was 23. I finished college already. I was working na in the corporate world. So actually, all throughout my childhood, there would be offers to audition for this show, for that show, for this movie. But we would always turn them down because my lola and my mom would always say, "Oh, she's in school. She's still studying." So when I was 23, an invitation again was extended to me to audition for a leading lady role for GMA. So I turned it down. The person who invited me to audition is actually an uncle of a friend of mine. So he happens to be a talent manager, and I've known him for so many years already. But when I told my mom about it, that was the time she said, "Why don't you try it out? You're done with school, you're young. You might enjoy it. If it doesn't work out, you have the rest of your life to make up for it or what?" So sabi ko, oh my gosh, that's the first time I've heard her say, na try it out. That's the first time I actually encountered her encouraging me to try show business. So sabi ko, okay, then I guess, I have her go signal. Maybe it is for me. So I auditioned, and then the rest is history.
You took
There
to
na.
it like a fish to water?
Yes, yeah.
You
Yep.
enjoy it?
Oh, yes. I'm so passionate about my work. Everything just fell into place. It's not like it wasn't hard. It was very difficult kasi even if, growing up, my father is an actor, my grandmother was an
Your
actress.
father's an actor?
Yes,
Sorry,
he is. No problem, Miss
No,
Rina.
no,
It's
no,
okay.
no. I have to tell you, I don't have a TV.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
YouTube. I mean, I have a TV, but it's on YouTube. I don't have.
Not for
Yeah,
local
yeah, and like,
broadcast
yeah, but
networks.
I mean, I
Yes.
know about, in my time, it was like a crush ng bayan is
Gabi
Gabi
Concepcion, Shai
Concepcion,
Cuneta. Oh my
and what's
gosh.
the name? The Santiago brothers.
Oh, okay.
Santiago ba yun?
Oh, Randy Santiago.
Yeah, no.
Raymart Santiago.
No, Sarmiento.
Sarmiento. Oh, Romnick Sarmiento.
My God.
Oh my gosh, but okay,
Yeah,
that generation.
That generation, when we were in high school, the last year of high school, Assumption, all girls.
My
Assumption.
nieces are in Assumption
Yeah,
now.
all girls.
All
Okay, so they were
girls.
like,
Oh.
Makati was still being like redesigned, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, there's this really good-looking."
Actor.
No, wala pa.
Ah.
Hindi pa siya actor in McDonald's. So we all went.
Wow. In your uniforms?
In our
In your
uniforms to
Assumption
buy
uniforms?
Hamburgers and it
McDonald's just to
was,
see who
and
the
it was
handsome.
Richard Gomez.
Richard Gomez.
Wala, hindi pa siya
Oh my
actor.
God. Oh, wow.
Hindi pa siya actor then. I think he was probably trying, and all of us were like,
Wow. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh,
Richard
diba?
Gomez. Wow.
So we went there, but yeah, that was our.
And you weren't disappointed?
No.
Okay.
I know,
So,
it's
gwapo
not.
nga.
Yeah, guwapo nga. No, it's San Martino. Lloyd San
Oh,
Martino.
Lloyd San Martino.
Tino.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Wow. I think my dad's group, my dad's generation. Lloyd San
dad
Martino,
is?
yes. My dad's name is Ray Abellana.
Okay.
So he was an 80s matinee
Sorry,
idol.
I'm so
No, that's
cute.
okay.
Sorry, mga
That's no
kabiyaya.
problem, mga kabiyaya. Yun po ang aking ama, si Ray Abellana. So very 80s matinee idol. He was part of a group called Liberty Boys.
Okay.
Back in the 80s, 90s. My mom actually tried out show business for a while, but it didn't work out for her. She didn't find enjoyment in it. So she still ended up in the corporate world. So that's how they met, my parents. So they were part of a movie, or was it a show? I think they met at a movie first, filming a movie. Then they were part of this one show called Annalisa. So that's where they met.
I know Annalisa.
Annalisa, yes. This is with
Didn't she pass away?
yeah, she did. Unfortunately, the actress
Correct.
was very
Yes,
young when she
yes.
got sick, and
Yes.
sayang yun, she had
We used
so
to
much
watch her in the
promise.
afternoons, late afternoons.
Annalisa. Yeah.
Yeah. At least that I know. I'm not so ignorante.
Wow, and for an assumptionista, di ba, to be able to still somehow
Oh my
watch
God,
in the afternoon
assumptionista.
or-
How do I ever live that down? But yeah. So so I remember those times very, very, very well.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
Cool.
and it's funny because my cousin, but very far away cousin is Sherry Hill.
Okay, Tita Sherry, the late
Yeah,
Sherry
the
Hill.
late Sherry Hill.
I love Tita Sherry. Worked with her several times.
Yeah,
Very
so
amazing
she's my
person.
Cousin from far away, and my mom's sister her husband and her split up, and then he ended up with Amalia Fuentes,
Oh, okay.
Joey Stevens.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was way back then. I
Okay,
mean,
wow.
this is like
Wow.
late
Okay,
70s,
late
early
70s.
80s.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so kind of know about a little bit about showbiz, but not so much. But I don't know if you know this director. Um, um, Wait, what's his name? God, now I can forget. He's my ninong. How
Oh,
can I forget?
wow.
And he's a director.
Ah.
It'll come to me. Ano ba yan? Tita Annabel Santiago. Sirio Santiago
Okay, na.
was an
Sirio
old,
Santiago.
yeah, he's
A
my
director.
he is a director, film director.
One of your ninong.
Yeah, one of my ninongs, birth ninongs. Anyway, that's a long time ago. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So, so you talk about passion, and you seem to be quite passionate. And not too long ago, somebody made a very good definition and distinction between entertainer and actor.
Oh. Yeah.
And you are an actor.
I'm an actor. They say nga these days, the Gen Zs would know, anong difference between an influencer and an actor. I say that's a whole...
Yeah, so I guess entertainer is like a influencer
Right.
as well.
I say in more recent terms.
Yeah.
I-
Do you dance as well?
Of course we do. Being an actress in Philippine show business, you are expected to be able to
Sing and
perform,
dance.
sing and dance. So it's expected of you. It's not just ability to act in front of the camera. It's really be able
So very
to perform well,
different.
and even host as well.
Yeah, it's so very different from the Western,
Ah, yeah.
where you're an
Oh,
actor
yeah.
and you're only.
And only an
An
actor.
actor.
You don't see them performing at mall shows, recording an album, or not even hosting.
and there are very few
who are able to
do
do
both.
all right. Yes. So
Okay.
not all influencers can act, but
definitely
of course,
not.
all actors can be an influencer, are able
Yeah.
to influence. That's
So
what,
what
I say.
what do you do, like a period films, or do you do character, what do you call that? Like
I do, yeah. Whether it's a period film, whether it's for film or TV, I can do both. It can be a period film, something more relevant and up to date. It can be drama, comedy, whatever genre, horror.
You
So,
find yourself in your characters.
sometimes I do, but more often than not, I don't. Kasi iba talaga the way the characters are written, and
How do you
they're
work
written
with
for
that?
TV. They're really written for a particular audience.
That must be so
It
challenging.
is, but you have to at some point be able to appreciate your character, and at the very least understand where your character is coming from. At least that's the one privilege we have. They of course give you your character name, the background, and then the rest is for you to fill up. So it really is up to you. What psychology your character will have, what mannerisms, what attitude.
So that's your artistic
Input
license.
or contribution or license, correct? Yeah, we're able to do that. The rest is they'll only provide you with certain details, but the rest is up to you.
So again, going back to my question, are you able to discover parts about yourself?
Definitely, yes, because sometimes the character calls for it. And you have no choice. You have to perform. These things you don't do normally, or you don't do on an everyday basis, or you wouldn't normally do, but you have to. It's part of giving justice to your character, portraying the role, of course.
There's a lot of grit.
There is. Yes. Yeah. It can be very difficult. I've had to, of course, and I'm sure most actors have. There really comes a point where you don't like your character at all. Now you can't justify anymore. And sometimes it shows in your performance. You lack the motivation to do your scenes. But at the very least, like what I said earlier, you have to appreciate and understand where the character is coming from. So
Ang hirap nun.
you have to still be your character. So it's hard, but it's fun also.
Do you
Because
watch yourself after?
I don't. That's one thing that I noticed. Yes. When I was still doing commercials back in grade school, high school, college, I really don't watch playbacks or replays. As long as the director is good already with the take, I'm good as well. So now it's the same. I trust the director 100% as long as he says, okay, it's a good take or a good performance, that's it na. Sometimes kasi I cringe when I watch myself or being the very OC na parang either I'd want to redo the scene or I want
Yeah,
to
see, I
maybe
wanted to
deliver
ask you
it
that.
differently.
Parang do you go home and you're sleeping and like,
Yes.
I should have done it
Yes,
this way.
sometimes,
I should have done it
sometimes
that.
that happens. But
Oh.
like I said, I give my full trust na sa director na
Okay.
as long as he's good and he knows best supposedly, then I'm good with that. And then of course, if you want to be technical, the ratings, as long as the ratings are good, then at
You
least
trust
you know
the
you're
ratings.
at least you know you're performing well, that you're effective in your portrayal of your character. So okay na yon para you don't stress too much, you don't overthink, you don't do redo the scenes in your head.
Stop, rewind,
And you're able
play.
to sleep at night because there are just so many scenes to do every shooting or taping day. So too much to think of already, too much to process. So it would be hard if it stays, if you bring it home.
So
with
you don't abuse your mind.
I don't.
Please.
My goodness. That's easier said than done. It sometimes still happens, but I try to,
Are you able to
limit
catch
the,
yourself though and say, what? Wait,
Right. Sometimes
Miss
I'm
Carla,
unable
stop.
to. Right. Sometimes I'm unable to. It's still, I'd say, something I practice from time to time. You're trying to catch yourself so you don't get too anxious, so you don't overthink.
is there like a routine or something you do to be able
To catch myself?
no to
to-
keep your when you do say when you're going like the monkey mind,
Ah.
is there something that you need to do? Like me, I have to go to the gym or I have to run or
Sometimes it can get out of hand already.
is
but,
there something you do to address it?
I try to be productive. I try to either play with my dogs. I make candles, soaps, and ceramics at
Yes.
home. So I
Wait, you
resort
guys,
to
you
that.
have she makes candles and
Yes,
soap.
soaps
I know.
and-
Please,
yes.
can you plug it?
Yes, it's called Artisana. So I just recently launched my own personal home-based business called Artisana. It's only available on Instagram because I've been using my hands. So handicrafts. I make soaps, natural soaps.
You
I
make it yourself.
I make them myself from scratch. Candles and most recently ceramics already. So pottery. So I've been trying to express myself in a different way, creatively still, of course. So yeah, it's a form of therapy for me in a way. So I'm glad I get to do it at home. So para lang, not naman so that you're distracted, but so you're productive and your mind doesn't go on a loop or anything. And
My grandmother used to say, wash all the dishes.
wash all the dishes,
Do work, move.
housework.
Housework. Do something.
Yes.
Go feed the chickens or
Right.
something,
Clean.
So, yeah,
Sweep
yeah,
the
so-
floor.
Yeah, so
correct.
so it's something about the movement and the rhythm of the movement, so
Yes.
she used to play the piano.
Oh.
Yeah. So we would
Oh,
always
that's another
yeah.
good
So
practice.
how many dogs do you have?
I have 6 at the moment. None of them I bought, by the way, kasi a lot of people think, oh, you're advocating, pero you have Pomeranians, mga ganyan. By the way, I have never bought a dog. I never bought any of my dogs.
They're
So some
gifts.
of them were gifts, some of them were rescues. I adopted one. So 6 dogs. I have 6 dogs. I have 4 Pomeranians. I'd say that they're the mom, dad, and then the daughter and the son who are my apos. And then I have a Yorkie and a Shih Tzu Aspin mix that I adopted back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And then recently, I started taking care of cats. So Puspins, I have, I believe, 5 at the moment.
At the moment, so
at the
there's-
moment.
so that means
Hopefully,
that
hindi na po dumami. Kasi pinakapon ko na po sila. Kaya wag na po
Yan
sila
na,
dadami.
pinapakapon
5 or
niya.
6. Yes.
Oh.
So, sabi nila, are they your pets? Sabi ko, I'm not even sure if they're my pets because they just come and go. It's my first time taking care of cats and it's a completely different experience. I tend to get scared kasi when they scratch or they bite and they're really so unpredictable as compared to dogs na they're so easy to read. So it's my first time taking care of cats and there are times when they'd be gone a day or two, sometimes longer, and then they just be back. They just eat and then they leave. So medyo nangangapa pa po ako sa pag-alaga ng mga pusa.
We
But
should post a photo of her on the podcast.
with the
Of her,
cats.
with her cats. Oo. Kasi I
And
don't
then-
think a lot of people know she does cats.
Yes, I most of my fans don't even know na I've been taking care of cats. But it's ever since I moved to my new house, there just happens to be more strays around the village. You'd see some of them with collars on, but they'd be roaming around the streets. So parang I'd assume they're pets. So, yun, I'd say 5 of them would, stay at my place, at my home, most of the time. So, but yes, I was able to already have them spayed and neutered, given their basic vaccinations on a regular basis as well. And then, some of them, nilagyan ko po ng collar. Yung iba natanggal na po. Yung iba nandun pa rin. So, parang, I guess, it's safe to say that they're my pets already. So, first time, cat lover and
The
cat
vibe is so different.
It's different. So sometimes I still get scared kasi I'm so scared of their nails and how they would nibble or bite, rough play. So I'm still gauging. I'm still trying to see and compromise and
They're
adjust to how they live.
They're easily overstimulated. Yeah, especially in certain parts of their body.
Oh.
And that's when
That
they
I
all of a
didn't
sudden,
know.
shook.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're not like dogs na you can just carry and cuddle and dogs that would stay put. Cats are more parang just freely independent, doing their own thing.
Parang you're a cat.
I'm a cat. And my dogs are also adjusting to the cat. So kasi I've never had cats before.
Yeah.
So ngayon, and because my dogs
Di
at
naman
home
sila
are caged
nag-aaway.
or tied up, they'd fight sometimes. I'd say it's a good thing para the cats would know where their
The
boundaries
boundaries.
are.
Yeah.
Para they don't scratch on all the furniture or anything or eat the food that's on top of the counter. But they're also adjusting already to the presence of the cat. Somehow they coexist at certain parts of the day. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, because I say you're a cat because I look at your feed. I see what people, you're very vocal.
Oh, I am.
And especially for rights.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So in a way, it's
Like a cat. Okay, yes. Right.
Diba?
Parang feisty.
Feisty na parang, I can be sweet, but I have this
Right.
side to me that
Yes.
don't cross it.
Right.
Where dogs, you can cross certain boundaries.
Yes,
But
with cats, no.
No, you can't, di ba?
You cannot, yes.
Yeah. So what are the things closest to your heart?
Number one's family. Second is work talaga. I love my work. I love what I do. And of course, given naman yan, my pets are so close to my heart. I really see them as my children. And lately, I don't know why, but I've been referring to them as my cherubims or like angels, little angels. I feel like they're sent by God talaga na, to keep me company, to keep me sane.
Are you alone?
I live alone, yes. I live alone. Well, I have a kasambahay and a personal assistant, but I live alone. So at most of the day talaga, I'm by myself. So yan, I say that my dogs and cats na rin are very close to my heart. I see them as my children. But I'm not the type naman na who would dress my dogs or anything, put shoes on them. Not naman like that. So and there's nothing wrong with that, of course, if that's what you wish to do. What else pa ba? And of course, my advocacy, animal welfare. It's second nature to me, my advocacy. Anything basically that I strongly believe in.
So aside from animal welfare, what else? You seem to believe in human rights.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm very obedient. So I believe that these laws, these rules, regulations are in place for a reason. So I'm all about, hey, let's do our part. Let's follow the law. let's,
But you're vocal
use
about
our
it.
rights. Yes, I am. That's why when we're deprived of them, or when we're being cheated, that's where I, really speak up already.
I'm part of this People's Budget Coalition.
People's Budget
Coalition, and you'll hear them a lot. Our
Ooh.
leader is a guy called Ken Abante who was in Senate and stuff, and he, all of us, kind of like we're into that kind of thing. But I wrote a small message the other day, and I said, aren't the people who keep quiet equally accountable?
They are, yeah. Keeping
Right? By
quiet
omission.
to basically focus on their comfort over, the discomfort of actually, hey, speaking up. And,
Diba? So
yeah, the
that's
quiet ones, the ones
quiet
who are neutral or just indifferent.
but are in positions where they can do something.
yes.
That's what bothers me a lot, because this problem is not, it's a huge problem.
Big
And there are a lot within that could have
done or made a
or
difference.
spoken up. If they
Right.
couldn't do a difference, sometimes you can't, right? But spoken up, I don't know, maybe they also couldn't. But so when I saw you, some of your posts, I was like, she talks.
Oh yeah, and I'm not afraid. I
Yes.
don't know. I mean, of course, I think before I click,
Yeah.
but I can't not use my voice.
Where did
I
you
can't
learn
not,
that?
I guess I'd
Or
say
is that you?
it's really me. It's really me. But I'd say I believe I also get it from my Lola because she was like that. She was outspoken. And she was never the quiet, hush-hush type. When she felt something, thought about something, had an opinion about anything, she'd really speak up. She'd use her voice. She was very vocal. And she was a brave person. So I feel like that's from her. But it's also me talaga. And knowing that I do have a voice, I have a platform, I have to use it, for...
So you have
for
a lot of
good.
courage, because you also
Yeah.
shared a lot about your personal life
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
And that takes courage.
It takes courage because in the first place, we are in show business. We may be public figures, but we are not public property. So, the public only knows as much as you put out there. But to be able to share a lot of personal matters, info and all, it takes courage then.
So you let yourself be vulnerable.
You let yourself be vulnerable. At times talaga you have to let your guard down. You kind of have to let the public in. It's not a necessity, of course, but it's
Is
really
it-
up to you.
For me, I look at that as a form of connection.
Yeah, it is.
So you have a need to connect sometimes.
I do have a need to
I
feel
think you have a
connect
need
at
to
times.
connect to your audience.
Right, yes.
So it's probably that
It's
as
also
well.
that, yes.
But by connecting out, you also connect into yourself.
Yes, yeah. You just have to be prepared, of course, for the repercussions, for the consequences.
Have you ever had repercussions?
Of course, yeah.
With all this bashing, everything
Oh yeah,
that's
the
going
bashing
on.
of course is normal, although it's not good. Just because it's normal doesn't mean it's good. But it's there. It's part of our job. It's part of our work. So sometimes hindi talaga maiiwasan. Even if you play goody-goody and you're all pleasant, smiling, there will always be comments, opinions, uncalled for. There will always be bashing. So that's part of the job. It doesn't make it okay. But in a way, we're used to it. You just have to really filter. Often, if needed, you have to avoid.
Who helps you filter?
Just myself.
Just your-
Yeah, just
So
myself.
you're really independent.
Oh, yeah.
I told you, you're a cat.
I'm a cat. At times kasi even my family gets affected, di maiwasan yon. They feel bad when they read, all these bullying online. But really, I'm able to say no. I know it hurts. I know it's offensive, but it's part of our job. People just have too much time in their hands. Mga ganyan. It's a reflection of themselves. It's more about them than who they're bashing or bullying online.
You're so strong and you're so clear.
You just think I'm strong pero mahirap po. Sobrang hirap po talaga. At times talaga it really gets to you. Sometimes you end up crying. You lose sleep just remembering or recalling all these comments, mga ganyan na parang, But at the end of the day, you know yourself better.
So I'm glad you can go back because there have been recent events where some people can't manage. Well,
Unfortunately, and it's a very very
it's
dark,
it's a
very
dark, deep
difficult.
hole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we get that.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
We're supposed to be a Catholic Christian
Right.
country,
Yeah.
and there's no compassion for these things.
Right. No respect, no consideration
No.
for, the person's feelings
Or even like to put yourself in their shoes.
right. Why are we unable to, just switch just for a bit, try to switch places with the person before you say anything or do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
It's I guess the effect of the internet, being anonymous, hiding behind the whatever profile picture and profile name that you choose to put out there. It gives people that anonymity and I guess more
license to
more
do.
courage to really just
you think that's courage or that's cowardice? Because sometimes
it's
I think
cowardice, definitely.
sure, di ba?
Yeah, kasi I mean, sabihin na natin that's your real profile picture and your real name, but the fact that the person cannot touch you, you're far away from the person, it's just all online, floating. It's really cowardice. You're hiding behind your gadget, your laptop or your tablet, di ba? Na, I don't know why, but it's I guess it's one of the sad effects of the internet and social media.
there has been lots of good stuff for the social media and internet, but there's also like it's an equal.
Yes.
It's an equal thing. What is your favorite movie and what is the
Oh.
favorite movie you what was the movie you loved to do the most?
Ooh.
Those are two different things.
Yes. Ooh. Favorite movie and favorite
Your movie, yours.
my movie that I played. Okay, for favorite movie siguro first would have to be my very first Shake Rattle and Roll. It was entitled the episode was entitled what was it entitled? Was it Ulam? If I'm not mistaken, Ulam. First ba yung Ulam? Hindi, no. Second na yun, no. Puneraria. Sorry. The first one was Puneraria.
Alam pa ni...
It was a very raw experience. The setting was at a funeral parlor or funeral home. And we really did have to shoot at an actual funeral parlor with corpses around us and lots of coffins. Favorite movie na yung for the portrayal, gosh, would have to be a period film that I was part of. It was entitled Asyong Salonga. Because filming a period film is extremely difficult. There are so many limitations. So, though my role there was short, it was pivotal. And the overall experience was very, very, ano ba ang tawag dyan? Nakakataba ng puso. Very, very nakaka-proud.
Okay.
Because it's historical. It's based on a true story, a real person, actually. Asyong Salonga was the Hari of Tondo. So he was a gangster back in the day. So I played the wife. And it just feels so good to be able to portray something from the past, something that's historical. So parang, in a way, you feel so fulfilled.
And do you have a chosen Filipino actress or actor that you kind of look up? Past or present?
A lot, and I haven't even worked with a lot of them. I look up so much to the likes of Judy Ann Santos, that's yon, Piolo Pascual. I haven't really worked with them yet, but yan yung mga I grew up watching their shows, their movies. And I think isa sila sa mga nabanggit niyo po earlier na effortless, very natural. I don't think they even rehearse their scenes or what. Or they rehearse their lines. So those are iconic celebrities, iconic actors and actresses na I've yet to work with. I look forward to, but every movie they work on, every show is a hit. They're able to really capture the hearts of the viewers, and they just have that different aura, different vibe, different energy that they bring. Diba sila? They're iconic na and well respected.
And then, how about international?
Oh, yes. Meryl Streep is one. My goodness, idol. And I'd have to say Sandra Bullock is another. So yeah, very good actresses. Meryl Streep has no bad movie.
Yes.
And she still has it. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. So yan, when I watch her, I try to learn from her techniques a little bit. So
Yeah.
I look up to them a lot. Meryl Streep and Sandra Bullock.
What does 2020?
Oh gosh, I hope that it's gonna be a productive year because quite honestly, this 2025 has been too relaxed for me. I didn't get to have a show this year. I did work on 2 movies, well, really more one. But yeah, I hope that 2026 is gonna be a busy, productive year for me in terms of work. Because I've just had way too much time in my hands. I've been staying home a lot. Of course, I look forward to my business, Artisana, growing pa po, sana. I wish to make more soaps and candles and improve on my pottery skills. And what else? If I can, I'm turning 40 na rin kasi next year. My goodness, I still dream to be able to have my own family. Hopefully, that's that's going to be able to happen soon. If
Okay,
kaya,
wait.
ipagsabay would work.
If there would you consider in surrogate or
Yeah. If that's the only way I'm able to have a child, then by all means, yes. But
Okay.
so far so good. I'm still very much capable.
yes, yeah,
I'm
yeah, I'm
still
sure.
able
No,
to-
no, because I'm just
But
thinking.
just in case, yes. If
Since
that's
you're so
the
great with
only
the
option
animals,
left, or yeah.
since you're so great with the animals and you're maalaga,
Oh, yeah.
diba?
Anything
Yeah,
and everything to be able to have my own family. I don't know if you're aware, baka they're not aware, but this year I started having my eggs frozen. That's an
Oh.
option for women. I'm actually not done with it. I can always just come back, but it's an option if you wish to. Of course, bear your own children, have your own children one day. At least your egg cells are on standby mode, frozen, waiting lang. So yeah,
That's
that's
amazing.
one, an option not a lot of women are familiar with,
Yeah.
but they have to because it's there, it's an option. So, and it's of course best to have it done as early as possible.
Yeah, because you don't want to be too old also when they're growing up.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't need a man if this is
Okay, now that's the question because of course to be able to make a baby, you need a sperm cell.
yeah.
So, di ba yung mga ganyan?
No, kasi you mentioned the frozen, right?
Yes, they're
so that
ready.
that
Correct.
option is like, okay, you can have a man, you can still have a relationship, but you also don't need one.
Right, correct.
So you're
Yeah.
prepared for that.
I'm prepared for that.
Because a friend of mine, my best friends are gay, and
Wow.
they donated sperm
Wow.
and they found
Ooh.
an egg and they have a
Wow.
child now called
Ooh,
Peter.
a Peter.
Yeah, and
My.
it's amazing. Yeah, of course, they live in New York, so
Wow.
the law allows them
Yes.
to be married and to have the children and
Right.
the
Yeah,
taxes
surrogacy
and,
is of course
yeah, so
allowed and
it's
all.
just really incredible
Wow.
the options.
Yes, most especially for them because
Yeah.
here it's not allowed. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure it's amazing for them there.
I'm talking to you
privileged.
now, and you should write a book.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just thinking
Yeah.
about all the issues that I've seen that you've posted in your life.
Right, yeah.
I mean, and with a grandmother like yours,
Oh.
growing up the way it is,
Yeah,
and the way you were, and how successful
Oh, thank you.
you are. I think you have nuggets of wisdom
Oh,
that you should be able
thank
to
you.
share.
To share.
I mean,
yeah.
when
try
if ever, I mean, it doesn't have to be a whole biography, but little things that you know.
Right. Oh, actually, someone once told me nga na it would be nice to write a book. Or to go into training or teaching daw. He said that about me. Na parang
Because
he sees me as someone who's...
I feel you have this
more
healing
on the-
quality.
oh my
Because-
gosh, wow.
Because I mean, you have your animals.
Ooh, yes.
You create candles and soap, and
Yes.
meaning you're of this earth.
Okay.
You get what I
Yes,
mean?
yeah. Correct.
And
I
I'm
do.
sure within your DNA, because of all the experiences you've had, there's something to pass on.
Yeah. Quite a lot of, a handful of wisdom then.
I mean, we all do.
We all do, yes.
We all do. But being the celebrity that you are, the influence,
Oh, yeah.
I
Correct.
think people are more willing to receive sometimes.
Okay. That's
Mean-
something I can definitely look into
You
because
know,
you're
just-
not the first person po to mention that.
You know, you have a
actually.
little notebook, and you know
Journal.
something that strikes you, and you write it down, and I feel just, I mean, I don't know, the strength for you to go online the way you've done. You know, when the dog was picked up, the dog that was
Yes,
run
yep.
over, blah blah blah. Me, we do a lot every day.
Of
There's something
course.
going on, but
yes.
I don't like the drama of it because there's just too much every day.
Right.
So I don't really post as much,
Right.
but I do, but not as much as, I mean, there's so much, right? And I don't want to go into the awa side because the Filipinos like to go to
Yeah,
the
drama.
awa side of it, the
Yes.
drama side. And there's a place for drama, but for me, the drama is for action. To be able to
Okay.
do something,
About it.
but not
yes.
about awa all the time,
Only
or
to
ayuda,
capture,
or
yes.
you know, it's like
Right.
build self-reliance, which we used to be as a nation
As a nation.
long ago.
Actually, yes. Yeah, parang somehow I still have glimpses of, how it used to be when
You
it wasn't
know?
all about the drama.
No,
and
it
just
wasn't.
putting things out there.
No, it
getting
wasn't.
likes or
Yeah, it
attention,
wasn't
and
about that.
it
It
wasn't
was
about that. Yeah.
more about what you shared.
And what you
And-
actually would do.
Yeah,
What you-
and
the
actually
action.
to be able to share the way you do, that means you're very much in touch with,
Yes, I am naman.
right?
Yeah.
And you connect with
Confident.
yourself so you can connect with others, because that's
Yes.
where you share, and that's why you allow
Right.
yourself to be vulnerable.
Vulnerable, yeah. I am. I do
Yeah.
allow myself to be vulnerable. Para
But
then
that's a
it's one way
strength
to
that-
really connect with people.
Well, just
Para,
that you
you
are.
don't have to strip yourself, di ba?
But
Down to the... But
you're
they
one
have
of
to
the
know
few.
it's authentic. They have to know it's genuine, and it's coming from a place talaga that's...
But not everybody wants to connect,
Yes, not everybody.
and that's fine.
And that's fine also, yeah.
Yeah, but I find it refreshing that you do. You care.
I do. Sometimes I care too much. That's where it becomes a problem. Diba? You get to be too vulnerable, or you've opened yourself up too much.
Well, you
Na,
just
wala
call
na.
us and we'll
Ayan na.
be your rest back.
Rest back.
Yeah.
Kailangan din yung mga ganyan rest back. And
We do.
yeah.
Because as a people, I mean, we did sit around the fire, the campfire when we were in the caveman days. And we did rely for survival. And I think
Right,
that's
with
very much in
others.
our DNA. And we forget
Or
that. We forget
being
that.
humans.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, thank you so much
Gosh,
for
it's
today.
becoming a lot philosophical.
Yeah, parang stop na. Baka hindi
Okay.
No,
Baka
no,
hindi
no.
na po sila
But
makarelate.
please, Miss Carla, please, what's your message
Oh
to
my
mga
gosh.
kabiyaya,
Oh,
to
wow.
everybody?
This is my first time here. It's my first podcast. I just toured the entire the facilities. There's 2 facilities. So it's such an honor talaga. I love sharing the same advocacy. I love sharing stories. I love talking to other animal welfare advocates. So it's such a pleasure to be here. And oh my gosh, to all our kabiyayas, please just keep being passionate. Do not get tired of advocating for animals, of actually putting yourself out there and helping animals in need. Please keep up the good work. Sa lahat po ng mga nandito, over 170 staff, all the volunteers and all that. You have my full support, whatever it is, whatever campaign it is, whatever outreach, activity, event, fundraising, I will be there. You have my full support. So sana you can also support me in return with, my career as an actress and my other endeavors like my business and advocacy.
I'm going to list down all your things and I'm gonna watch them.
Oh,
Yeah,
naman
diba?
yung Rosalinda daw. Grabe, very first yun, 16 years ago, that was my first show. Ano yun? Baptism of fire talaga yun. Talagang, okay, you're an actress now, go. Okay, action. Parang, what am I supposed to, who are these people? But aminin ko, Miss Rina, when I was first launched as an actress under GMA, I was the first celebrities na talaga na starstruck ako were Richard Gomez, Robin Padilla, and Marian Rivera. So I know what you mean with Richard Gomez being talaga that handsome, strong presence.
Oo,
So yun
talagang
ang
all
very
of us,
first starstruck
can we have a
moments ko.
hamburger?
Right. Oo, we're here not
Extra
to
French
order
fries.
McDonald's hamburger,
Oh,
but
diba?
for Richard Gomez. So yeah, starstruck first ever was Richard Gomez, Robin Padilla, Marian Rivera. So I know what it was like.
Ay, ang gwapo
I'd
ni
order a
Richard.
hamburger also at McDonald's.
Well, salamat
Thank
po.
you. I had
Much
so much
love
fun.
and we're
Thank
here
you.
for you,
Thank
ha?
you, yes.
All the time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Salamat mga kabiyaya sa next time po. Thank you. Bye-bye.